And just like that, we're back again. Uncle Bocow in the building. And today we're going to talk about pH meters. We're going to talk about budget-friendly pH meters. We're talking about what's best and what you can afford. We're not going to go into the lab, kind of standard ones. Those, if you have the money, then yeah, they're probably going to be giving you the best bang for your buck. But you don't need to. You don't need to. Pay attention. So, of course, with pH, and we're going to do a calibration today, too. I'll show you how to calibrate the pH meter. So you always have these things, the strips, right? Everybody should be familiar with those. These are good for pools. And I mean, the thing with sauces, most hot sauces are orange. You got some yellow ones or yellow-orange ones. You got some red ones, but they're more red-orange. But most hot sauces fall into that color. And it's just crazy because it's hard to see. Like when you take one of these and you dip it in a hot sauce. Now I can tell because the bleed, right? You're gonna get like a bleed. You hold it down and shake it like this. Something the sauce kind of drips down a little bit. You'll see a bleed, and then you can match that up. But these I wouldn't suggest using these, but they're good to have with you. They're good to have for a backup if your pH meter were to go and you needed to. If you had nothing else with you, of course, you still want to check your pH. So these could be good for a backup, but I would say that they're just not the best thing for hot sauce. They do work. They're fairly accurate, but they're not going to give you an exact number. So I would not suggest using those for your recorded pH for commercial sauce. Next up, we have the $20 Amazon special. I've never used this thing. The one reason why is I just kind of bought it. This comes with powders, and you mix those powders with distilled water, and you have to have the exact measurements, and that is how you calibrate it. And you have to calibrate this thing. These are way off when you get them a lot of times, and it's just chintzy. I mean, yeah, it's just a chintzy setup. I've never used it. I don't even know if it. Oh, look at that! It works. I've had it for quite a while. So I had bought this, and then I found a better one that I no longer have. It actually went out on me. But I had used the same pH meter for, I think it was about 2.5 years. So this one, yeah, this is I mean, if you only got $20 and you feel like mixing the powders and stuff, but here's the thing. If you're going to buy the solutions, right, the 4, the 7, so this is what you calibrate with. Okay, and this is how you test to see where your meter's at. It's 4 pH, and then they got other ones in here. And then you get this. This is saline, not saline solution. This is soaking solution for the probe. You can use this distilled water. Some people say even spring water, because you don't want the probe to get completely dried out. See, there's just a little bit of water I have down there. That unfortunately, this had. Dried up on me somehow. I don't know. I got it, and it, I don't even remember if it looked like that, but a week later it did. It had all this crystals on the outside of it. So that's the storing liquid. So if you buy this cheap one and then you buy bottles of this, you know that it'll calibrate correctly. You can do that, but I say just get the kit. And this one here is the Apera. This is similar to the one that Chili Chump recommended. I think this one was about 10 or 15 bucks more. And this thing is gold right here. I think this one was only $100 and something, maybe $140. It wasn't that much money. And it came with all the solutions, the soap solution. You got a container for each, to put so that you don't ever mix them up or anything. And I'll show you guys real quick how to calibrate. It's real simple. All you're going to do is you're going to get some of your solution. I'm calibrating to a 7% pH. Pour your solution in there like that. Always make sure you put the cap on this thing, so you don't knock it over and spill it. And you're just going to stick your probe down in there like so. You hit this calibrate button after you turn it on. Sorry. All right, so it's reading the solution at 7%. It's 7.01. So if that's the case, you don't really have to calibrate it, but we'll just do it just for the heck of it. and it's calibrating at 7, so you see it's 7.01. It may not even let it drop that 0.01. I don't think it's going to. There it goes. Okay. So that's calibrated now. That thing is spot on. It is accurate. This, a pair of instruments, this actually, every one of my 3 sauces that I sent away to testing to the process authority, their like $10,000 pH kit came back exactly the same as mine, okay? My 3 sauces, one of them was lower by 0.01. That is so minuscule, okay? It doesn't even count, like, and they all came back exactly like that. All right, so you see it calibrated. Now it's popping at 6.99. It'll do that. When you're off by 0.01, I would say, do not worry about it. Don't get all bent out of shape. If you have, and that's another reason, let me talk about that I wanted this one, because it does the extra points on there. So a lot of them, that would have just read 7. That's it. It would not have read 7.1. All right? But because I have the extra decimal place in there, you see what I'm saying? It'll read those, what do they call it, the hundredths or whatever, instead of just the tenths, if I'm correct. I think I'm wording that right. If not, then kill me. So yeah, that's basically what's going down. You're going to want to get yourself a pH meter that is accurate, and you want one that's not that expensive, unless you have a lot of money to blow. But, I don't. So, and this one is, it's really good. It's got this carrying case. You can, I always tell people, tip it this way so that probe is in that water. And this thing is hard as a rock. You're not going to bust it. Nothing's going to happen to it, man. So this is a pair of instruments, PC80. I forgot what the model is on this. Hold on. You guys don't know it when you look it up on Amazon. I can't see if it's telling me what model this is, but I think it's in here somewhere. But anyways, this is the one you want right there. When you see that with that probe, that is the one that you guys want to get. Trust me, this thing works great. And because it matches up with what the state said, I'm loving it. I don't use this thing. Now, I'm actually going to throw this case out. I don't need that. But I will keep this because I have the calibration liquids in here and whatnot. I will keep this in case for some reason, if this Apera ever dies. And this one, oh, by the way, guys, this one takes regular batteries. So in my briefcase that I have all this stuff in, I actually have extra batteries. So if the battery's down this, I'm fine. But if somehow the probe were to break or something stupid happened and I'm in the kitchen and I need to take pH, it is required by law, guys. I could always calibrate this thing and get it up and running. And I think as long as your sauces, I think, are below, I believe if they're below 4% pH, you are allowed to use these, believe it or not. But I don't. I just bought them years ago and I still have them. They do work though. I test them out on vinegars and stuff from time to time just to see how long them things are 4 years old probably. And they're pretty close. I mean, if you look at that color, and you can really differentiate what the color is. So that's what I got to say, guys, about pH meters. You see how easy it is to calibrate them. It's just one button, the right fluid, and then your pH on your hot sauces will be accurate. You'll be in compliance with the FDA, and your sauce will stay consistent. So I hope that this video is helpful. If you guys have not done so already, you can go back and watch. This video will be in a series on how to start a hot sauce business. And we go through the Acidified Foods course, just an overview, kind of talking about some of the challenges I had, stuff that was a little bit easier for me. And then we talk about different things. So we got the pH is in there and all that. So I want to talk about pH meters today, and you're going to see also videos on how to make hot sauce. And then we're going to get into some other stuff. So you guys are going to like it. So if you haven't done so, go to the channel and look for the playlist that says how to start a hot sauce company and watch the whole thing. Uncle Boca loves you up.